To make a picot bind off, you're going to cast on and work about, well, it depends on what your pattern says, but I worked about 5 rows of stockinette stitch. We can tell that because, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's why, right? There's the cast on row, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, that's good. I have an even number of stitches here, and what we're going to do is do a yarn over and then a knit 2 together all the way across this row. This is going to make the picots. Alright, so we'll just start with a yarn over, like that, and then a knit 2 together. There we go. And again. Alright. Ooh, my needles are bending. Maybe don't use wooden needles for this. Who would have thought? Alright, yarn over. And knit 2 together. Just like that. Oops. Okay, note to self, don't use wooden needles for knit 2 togethers. Alright, American style, this is what it looks like. Yarn over, and back to the back. Inserting the needle into 2 stitches, like that. Yarn over, knit 2 together. So if you're working in the round, you're going to do this on both sides of your magic loop needles or on all of your double pointed needles. Just go all the way around doing this. And I know it's a little strange to start with a yarn over, but you saw we did it together and it wasn't so bad. So alright, and last 2, yarn over and knit 2 together. Wonderful. Okay, so we've got something right now that looks like this. A bunch of holes in it like that, evenly spaced around. Now we're going to work in stockinette stitch for another 5 rounds. Okay, we're just going to purl across like this. Oops. Slippery little devil. Okay. Just purl into the yarn over. Let's get a better view of this. There we go. So if you're knitting this in the round, you're not going to have to purl, right? You're just going to, oops, I didn't get it quite all the way. There we go. You're just going to keep knitting around and around over these stitches here. Here's the yarn over that we started with. There we go. All right. Lovely. So there are the holes we made. This is going to be the picot edge. It's going to fold right there. You can start to see it. It's going to fold and make those little bumps. Like all the way. You can barely see them, but that's where they're going to be. So let's see, that was 1 row. So knit, let's see, knit, purl, knit, purl. Yep, do 4 more. We're going to do 5 total and meet me back here. Okay, so I've knitted the 4 extra rows. Now I've got 5 rows of stockinette stitch after this lace picot row. And I've also switched to some metal lace needles so that it's a little bit easier to get in there because we're going to be doing a lot of knit 2 togethers here. Alright, and what I wanted to show you was, let's see, we've got 14 stitches, right? 5, 10, 14 stitches on the needle, and we started out with 14. You can cast on, obviously, however many you want, 14 like me, or work along with your pattern. And what we're going to be doing is joining each stitch up here with the very first purl bump down here. There they are. And there are 14 of them. We don't want to misalign them, otherwise we're going to have a bend like that. We're gonna fold this to make this edge. See how pretty that looks, like that, and we're gonna sort of bind these beginning stitches with the stitches that are on the needle, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But what I want you to do, it might be a little bit confusing, but let's take a look at these purl bumps. If you fold the yarn over, if you fold the fabric over like this till you can't see any more purl bumps, because that's the cast on right there. So these are the purl bumps I'm talking about right at the bottom, okay? And these are pretty clear, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. I did count though, we need to start way over here on the edge, like that. So what we're going to do is just I'm going to grab a bump that I can find down here at the very beginning, like this, and put it on the needle. Oops, it's like this. Should we do it from back to front? No, let's just slip it on the needle just like this. Alright, so now I've got these two on the needle, and it makes it fold. Now we're going to do a knit two together, just like this. We're going to knit those two stitches together. There we go. Oops. Tiny needles, which you'll probably be doing if you're doing a picot cast on. It's probably on socks. Alright, so now it's starting to want to fold. We've joined the first one. Let's take a look down here. Now the purl bumps are going to be right here for us. So let's just find the next one, and it's right here. That's it right there. Right. I think the thing that's the most difficult for people is to trust that they've found the right purl bump. So let's just work along with me, and you can see what they look like. The next one's right there. Okay? They're going to be about as evenly spaced as your knitted stitches are. So basically where I'm looking like straight down the line, like all the way down to the end. Can you see the next one? The next bump? It's right there. That's the one. Put that on the needle and knit two together. Alright. There's not a whole lot of difference if I do this American style, but let's go ahead and show you anyway what that looks like. I care about all you American style knitters. I love you all. Alright, where's the next bump? There it is right there. Whoops, I got two bumps. There we go. Good. See how it's starting to want to fold and it's nice and straight? Alright, so let's keep going. Look for the next purl bump. There it is. Let's see, before I was picking him up like that and sliding him on the needle this way. Then I kind of switched to picking him up from the front. It doesn't really matter the way you do it. You're going to knit it together with the next stitch, like right away. You're not going to see it at all. Let's take a look real quick at what it looks like on this side. There's the cast on edge right there. And here's our edge where we're binding the knit two togethers. We're binding these stitches together. So this is going to look really pretty on the cuff of like your mitten or sock or sweater, whatever. This is going to look really nice, and also it's going to stop your edge from curling as well, right? Because we're basically hemming it. And I don't know, the first time I did a picot edge on a mitten, it took me like longer than the rest of the mitten. It took me so long. I think it was a double welted edge, they call it. A welted edge is just a hemmed edge where you don't do the knit two together row. You just fold it over. I'll talk about that in another video probably. Let's see. Can you see the next bump? It's right there. But it took me forever, so hopefully with this video it won't take you so long. Alright, looking good. A few more. There it is. See, still looking good. You might want to check for any like straining or pulling, twisting that might indicate that you've got the wrong bumps, but You're gonna get the right purl bumps. It's okay. Honestly, this is a little bit easier American style. I don't know why. If you knit both ways, give it a try American style. No, it's a lot easier. Alright. I don't really see a purl bump here for the last stitch. I can't really find it. Let's just go in anywhere. There we go. That works. Alright, lovely. There's the picot edge. Now you can just keep working in stockinette stitch. If you're working in the round, obviously you'll just keep knitting around and around. But let's see how it looks after. Let's see. I'm gonna switch to the needles I like better because I'm spoiled. There we go. We're not doing any more decreases. Okay. So you can see how it's going to start to look when you keep knitting. But I think it's going to lie down nice and flat and just generally be really beautiful. All right, let's see how it looks as we continue. Oh, that's how to switch needles, by the way. Just start knitting with the new one. There we go. So there's our join. You really can't even see it. And the longer we keep going, the better it's gonna look. There's the row where we did our knit two togethers. There's the hem. So this is the wrong side. That's what it's going to look on the inside. Look like on the inside. That's what it's going to look like on the outside. Super cute. Good work. That's actually pretty tough. So if you did it, give yourself a pat on the back.